I don't know how to start this, guys, but this is one of my last videos for a while. But this is one of my best races. I'm heading off to college. This is one of my last races, my second to last race actually. Before heading off, I'm filming this the night before, as we get a fantastic start off the line in the Huracan GT3. We didn't qualify that well, qualified 7th, but we were already up in 5th. I start getting into the college stuff once the race starts to slow down and everything, tick up the inside. Decided to go with the Huracan because I'm not really feeling the 488 anymore. To be honest, I find the 458 much more agile and much quicker, especially around momentum-based circuits where corners lead into the other, and if you screw one up, then your entry to the next one screwed up, and then your time's down by half a second or so. And so I was like, you know what, some people are doing really good with the Huracan, I'll pick it up, and here we are. So we're already moving up into 5th place, and you're gonna see a lot of these restart session votes in progress. So this is an online race, and I know I don't really post much of these, but my friend Prescott, who got Assetto Corsa recently, really has been pushing me to do a lot better. I've been racing a lot more, played online, because they're real humans, they make mistakes, it's a lot more interesting. There's attacking, defending, and whatnot. As you can see here, we've got the 488, sorry, to my right. He goes off the track a little bit, not sure if I edged him out. It's kind of a close call, kind of one of those like racing incidents where it's not really anyone's fault, it just kind of happened in the heat of the moment. As we kind of dip into the grass here, we're going to start chasing after the front 4. Bit of a gap, 2.7 to the next position as we finish our first lap here. Going in deep, tires are still cold, brakes are still cold, track is still cold. You can see the grip's only set to 97%, not sure why. But yeah, I'm going off to university tomorrow, so I gotta finish this video, export it, upload it, pack it up, I'm bringing it to my dorm, packing up the rest of my belongings to my car, and I'll be off tomorrow. So yeah, big chapter, big changes. But back to the gameplay really quick. You can see my line right now. I'm kind of drifting wide, as if I took. I don't really set up the second corner in these chains of left-rights. Right here I do, and I start to learn that after qualifying that I gotta keep to the left to set up that right-hander, and I'll get a much better exit towards the next set of corners. Same thing right here, but right-left. Stick to the right side of the track, then hurdle left, and I can almost not lift. Coming through this sector. Usually through this right here I have to lift a little bit, but I don't have to brake. Right here, lift off a little bit, back on the gas. And I'm sorry I don't have the little gas meter app. This is what you're seeing right now from the point of view in the cockpit cam is what that is a live recording from my race. And then the bottom right, of course, is the TV camera with all the action from a third-person perspective. But yeah, so I'm going to college, so that will sadly mean I won't be making that many videos anymore. Not for a while, as I get adjusted to things, I want to do well the first semester and whatnot, so I deeply apologize, but that is the way it must go. I don't know, I'm excited though, and I definitely plan on continuing videos at some point. I really do miss editing actual films and events and stuff that you'll see on Second Digital, and hopefully I'll join some clubs or something, and I'll have some cool videos that I can edit and stuff to keep content out there and keep editing, because I still really like it. The gap's now down to 0.8 seconds to the R8. Struggling with the grip here. Grip's up to 98%. I think that's my tire grip then. I don't know, but I know after the race you'll see that the track grip was not set to 100% and not optimum, so I'm pretty proud of myself for this race. please do stick around for the 20 minutes because there are a lot of battles, and not just involved with me. I have TV cameras of all the battles, or most of them, and it was actually a really great race. So it's my first online one, or not my first online posted video, but I have many more that I would like to eventually edit and share. Up into P4, 0.7 second gap as we trail the R8, chasing the 488. And I don't know what this person thinks they're going to accomplish by constantly sending out this restart session vote. It sucks sometimes. You get a bad start, someone might hit you, it's not your fault, but if more than half the field has a good start, then it's more likely than not that the race will continue. Very rarely have I had it where the session will restart, only in cases where the entire field just is off the track, or it's like 3 people and it's a bad start and everyone understands. They're like, alright, we'll just redo it. And so we're going to push up the inside as we outbrake him. Not quite outbraking him, we're up the inside. The R8 still's got the inside, so he's going to defend, and I don't want to push it here, as we're only a couple laps in. R8 still taking the defensive line. I'm going to cut back, but that's going to, the 488's going to join up in here the business. And now it's a 3-way battle for second. I was pretty happy to see the 488s being really competitive, although I'm not sure if they have a setup or something, because they were extremely competitive. As we make a mistake, and at this point I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I was having a great race, I was catching this guy, but let's not give up. We got this. I'm just as fast as these guys, despite my crap qualifying time. In the bottom right, I switched over to the R8, the TV camera following the R8 battle with the 488, because that's a little bit more interesting. But I am going to start working my way back up towards this field and regain from my mistake. So at the end of this lap, we've got the red 488 in the first, followed by Roscoe and Marcio as they drag race towards turn 1. And it's an all-out sprint. Let's see who gets there first. It's going to be the R8 taking around the outside. More defensive line, both going a little bit wide into turn 2. R8 still got the lead, and their battle is going to help me catch up. Gap is 2.3 seconds. Laps are getting faster and faster as the field goes down. Right now I'm already 0.3 of a second. Oh no, now we're negative in time. That sliding slowed me down. Yellow flag. Someone's off the track a little bit. Oh, it's 650S as they come kind of sketchily come and rejoin the track. Kind of startled me, but he was well off. We're up into P3 now because of that. The leader must have collided with a back marker. As we head through the chicanes here. Brilliant battle between the R8 and the 488. 488's going to go down towards the inside. R8's going to cut back, trying to get in that slipstream. I'm taking the late apex. I'm desperately trying to catch up as I'm in the grass a little bit. I was pleading not for the car to not give out on me. And I assume that was the leader kicking Vagabond. Actually, I don't really know. I don't really remember the usernames. And the battle's gonna allow me to catch up to 1.5 seconds now. And they're more in sight than ever. And I'm sorry about that R8 camera. I don't know why it's jumping around when it goes to cockpit view. I think his settings or something are set really weird, so it just glitches out. Just a little bit of a slide around that corner, a little bit of power slide. As we head down towards sector 2. Using up all the track real estate. As we head back up. The R8 chase cam, the 488 is pulling away. Gap is about a second between each car. Downshifting to second, get that late apex. Can apply all the gas. We're kind of out of grip there. I am running a almost essentially stock setup. I think I usually change camber to, I usually make it negative by 0.3 degrees than the stock setup. I think I changed tires to soft because I don't want them to degrade that fast. It's a 10-lap race, so super softs will fall off in like 5 laps. Maybe 6 or 7 if you're really really good at conserving them, but I doubt it. We're reaching the top of our 6th gear here as the R8 is in sight. Keeping to the left side of that track to get a good entry into this corner. And we're able to cut that apex and use up all of the curbs. Now it's a 0.3 gap and we're in attacking range. Just gotta get in that slipstream. Lifting off a little bit there. You can hear the tire squealing. They're just trying to keep me on the track. And here's where I start running into trouble. I'm getting really nervous about this point. Usually if I'm leading, I get really nervous because I usually can't hold up because I'm not usually the fastest. I'm usually about mid to top of the field, but never the fastest. But usually when I'm attacking, I always get really nervous and I make a mistake. And I always think about that when I'm about to overtake someone. And so I was really scared here. I really didn't want to make a mistake there. You can see it let off. I didn't want to accidentally dip into the gravel, slow myself down, or potentially spin. So here I'm in a conservative 3rd gear. Maybe could have dropped a 2nd, but we've got the slipstream now, 0.4 second gap. The power of the Huracan is so satisfying compared to the 488. It's so weak coming out of corners, in my opinion. And the Huracan is just, I think, a fantastic car despite my love of Ferraris or Lamborghinis. We're going to take the inside again, kind of reminiscent of earlier in the race. Backing off. Going to cut back. Got a little bit scared there, and we're going to make another mistake, and I was really bothered by that. I was mad. I was making mistakes. But we're still right with him, 0.7 seconds. Definitely doable. But the race is coming to a close. I've got 8 liters of fuel left. And since the real-time box does not tell me how many laps left, I have to go by liters of fuel. And I always plan for a lap extra just in case I, for some reason, have too much fuel use. And right here, I was really scared I was going to touch him. I've had a clean race so far. Conservative braking. For some reason I have to brake way earlier than other people. I'm not sure if my brake saturation is really low. But right here, we're staying to the inside. The R8 still got the faster pace, even dipping into the gravel. But we're still dipping conservatively because sometimes I freak out. I'm trying to outbrake them. I just slam it, the brakes lock up, and I just go flying off the corner. So right there, I was trying to brake early. We're still right behind him. I'm learning, and that's one example of me getting better. He's going wide. I'm going to dive down the inside. We're in third gear. See the Batmobile style steering wheel and the TV camera in the bottom right. He's going to be on my inside, or I'm on the inside now. He's on the left side. And my left leg is quite nervous. It's shaking. I can barely press the pedal. It's like not throbbing, but it's, you know, when the muscle's weak. We're defending up the inside. He's right behind me. That red arrow sketches the hell out of me when I know someone's in my proximity. Sometimes I like to watch the guy ahead of me just so I know where the braking points are. But as I said before, I don't know why I have to brake so much earlier than everyone else. I don't know if it's because I have ABS on to factory. I have ABS and traction control at factory. But I'm usually really good about ABS, so I don't. In some cars I can brake slowly, but compared when I'm online, they brake so fast, and I don't understand why. And sometimes they'll get me in trouble because when I'm leading a car, I'll have to brake early. They don't expect it, and then we end up colliding. They'll end me, and it just does not end well for one or both of us. So right here, I'm pushing it. I can see the gap is 0.6. And at this point in the race, I was like, only have 4 liters of fuel left. I know I said it correctly because I ran qualifying and I knew how much fuel, how many laps, whatever, X amount of liters would give me, or how many liters of fuel would give me how many laps, would last how many laps. And so I knew I set it to safe for an extra lap, but 4 liters does not seem like a lot. And so I was like, crap, is this gonna be a time where I'm gonna have to manage my lead and fuel? How am I gonna do that? But then I got the white flag and I was like, alright, it's gonna be chill, 3 liters, I think I got this. I'm gonna defend up the inside and he's gonna go wide. And then I can see the gap. I don't have a rearview mirror or a rearview camera, and I can see the gaps down up to 2 seconds now, and I'm like, alright, I got this. I can chill. Let's not make any stupid mistakes. We're in a solid second place. The entire time, I was really confused though, because I saw the red Ferrari, and I was like, wait, well, how am I in second? But it was apparently just a back marker. Number 4, VIII ABSP. I don't know why I misread that, but now it's very clear. But yeah, it was a thrilling race. I was so excited afterwards. I felt like an Olympian, especially after watching the Rio Olympics. I was fist pumping. I was ready inside my house. I was like, oh my god, what a fantastic race. I was proud of myself for being able to come back, fight through it. All the battles in the beginning, coming back after that mistake, and then ultimately taking the second place. In a new car, I don't have like any hours in this car, so the Huracan is a great car. As much as the Ferrari fanboy in me wants to hate it, I love it, and I think I'll be racing it more in the future, Christmas break, when I come back home. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a good run. I can't wait to race more and bring you guys some more racing. But for now, thanks for watching. And it's sad for me to end this video. I'll see you guys soon.